Breaking travel news from across the world.
Breaking travel news at the Arabian Travel Market 2014, the Middle East major travel event for the business. And it's come of age, it's now 21. So Mark, you're an adult at last.
I am, at last. I am illegal.
As an observer here at this year's edition of ATM, a real buzz. 20 years last year, 21 this year. Do you think the impact of Dubai winning Expo 2020 has been significant?
Absolutely. Last year we saw the beginnings, they were hoping to win the bid, so we saw that positive sort of opinions, and now they've actually won it. This year's been such a step up. The positivity in the halls is amazing. I mean, I do shows all over the world, and Dubai is real can-do.
So many aspects when it comes to tourism and travel, from airlines bringing travellers into their particular region, the inbound tourism operators, the hotels, of course. It's really evident this year at ATM, the hotel stands, a lot of money has been invested in those, most of them are double-deck stands. Regional brands, international brands, homegrown brands.
Yeah, across the world. I mean, one of the stats I find staggering since we launched this event, on the floor in there, either exhibitors or visitors, 157 countries are represented. So it shows the global product this region has become, inbound and outbound.
So when it comes to new countries coming to ATM this year, give us an overview of those.
Well, we have, unique countries like Ho Chi Minh are here for the first time, Bulgaria, Romania, countries from Africa, Zambia. So across the world now, I think people look at this region, and the rest of the world is recovering slowly, but this area has moved off considerably, and now the 6 years momentum to 2020 and beyond, it's going to be really interesting to see. It's
probably too early to get from you figures of the number of people coming through the show. It's a penultimate day, of course. But just looking around, it does seem to be a significantly bigger and busier than last year.
I think so. I mean, we'll always judge, obviously it feels that bigger, but last year from 2012-13, we had, for a show this maturity and this size, a 20% increase, audited, 20% increase. Now, I'm not saying we'll get that this year, but I'll be very surprised if there's not a double-digit percentage increase this year.
And talking to exhibitors, the key thing for them is the quality, the business meetings they have, the deals which are spoken about, discussed, seems to be up compared with previous years.
Yeah, I mean, we can see one of the better benefits, I suppose, of the downturn was that people got a lot more focused and they're actually preparing for this event. We're on our mantra, please prepare for this event. There's 2,700 exhibitors in there. You've got to prepare and we'll help you prepare. And so when they come and they are prepared and they're doing business, rather than just turning up and expecting it doesn't happen. So our mantra is working.
And also, someone pointed out for me today, and you start looking around with another perspective, there's not so much of the all singing, all dancing, gimmicky type stands. People are focused, they're more serious, but there again, there is the fun element.
Yes, I mean, you have to have that. We're not all serious and dry, but what we have done is we've upped the content now. We have 3 seminar theatres in there, an exhibitor showcase, a seminar theatre, and technology, which we as all know is changing every year, and you know, I'm barely keeping up.
We're dashing off to technology in a moment, but you've just come dashing in from the Frontier Awards. Who was the main recipient this year? Well,
basically the Frontier Awards is an acknowledgement of, in this world we live in, there's always a catastrophe of some sort, and how you recover from a tourism point of view. And the winner, the recipient this year was India, and they explained in the seminar what they're doing for their infrastructure to overcome the tragedy they experienced this year.
Well, we started off by mentioning Expo 2020. How do you see ATM growing over the next few years and perhaps leading up to 2020 itself?
Well, again, my policy, it will grow. I'm very confident to reflect it, but it really must grow sustainably. We never want to go back to the highs and the lows. Sustainable growth for this event is the way to go, but it's going to be very exciting on the journey to 2020.
Mark, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Phil. Thanks.